Hey, what's up? Pastor Kevin here. One of my favorite passages in all the Bible is Luke chapter 16. Luke chapter 16 talks about a lot of different things, but one of the main principles in this chapter that we see is that when we are faithful with the small, that God will begin to give us more. When we prove ourselves faithful with whatever it is that God places in our hands, after a season of time of proving ourselves, God will begin to entrust us with even more. And this principle is so true, and we've seen it come to pass in so many different areas of our life, but one of the greatest areas is with our church and our church family. A couple years ago, my family and I, we really felt like God had called us to plant a church. The problem is we didn't have anything. We didn't have any people. We didn't have any money. We didn't have any buildings. All we had was a dream and a desire. We had this desire to plant a church that would kind of shy away from, church as usual and church politics, and just focus in on the most important things. And that's worshiping Jesus, preaching Jesus, and building community. And so we did. We took what we had, which was not much. We had our house and we had some time, and we just threw a video out and said, hey, whoever would like to be a part of this new church that we're doing, show up at our house on a Sunday night. And you know what? It was crazy. When we were faithful with what we had, God blessed, and people showed up. On that night, we had 35 people show up from all over Visalia and Tulare County. In fact, it was really cool. And as we started to be faithful with our house, then people begin to come, and they begin to be even more faithful with their time and with their talents and with their treasures. And eventually, within a few short months, we were able to begin to rent the convention center. And we started at 11 o'clock service, and then we were faithful with that, and we expanded to a 9 o'clock on Sunday mornings. And man, you guys at the church, you invited that very first Christmas that we did, called Celebrate with Family. And on that Sunday, 417 people came. As we began to grow, we eventually expanded into Cafe 210, a 6 p.m. downtown campus, and then Easter came and we baptized 60 people. We were faithful with that. And then the next Christmas came, and we're still have no offices, we've got no building, we're still at the convention center, but you were faithful. With everything God gave you, you were faithful. On last Christmas, we had over 1,100 people come to church, and more than 70 gave their heart to Jesus Christ. Because of your faithfulness over the course of the last 2 years, we have seen something go from 35 people meeting in a home to now we've launched an online campus. We have people watching from all over the country. More than 250 people have given their heart to Jesus, and we've had the opportunity to baptize more than 150 people. God has shown himself so faithful with you, because you have shown yourself so faithful with him. With everything that God has ever given us as a church, you have proven yourself faithful. And so I'm happy to announce that now God is entrusting us with more. This last month, we were able to partner with the Visalia Rescue Mission, and now we have 2,000 square feet of office space that we can use. So we now have a church office. And then also, this last month, we started inquiring about a facility, and God opened the doors for us to get it. We now have a church home. It's located right in the heart of downtown Visalia. Actually, the address is 120 South Locust Street, and it's a great location right downtown, great parking, right across from the post office, and it's ours. It's ours. God has given us office space. God has given us a facility. He's entrusted us because we've been faithful with the other things he gave us. Now, here's the thing I want to talk to you as your pastor, to you as our church family. Just because we've got office space now, and just because we're getting ready to, on November the 8th, move into our new building that we're going to have downtown Visalia, this isn't the end. In fact, this isn't the end. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of us taking this 6,000 square feet and this 2,000 square feet of office space, and the beginning of using it to the best of our ability for God. This is just the beginning of doing church services like we know how to do them. It's just the beginning of reaching out to children. It's just the beginning of teaching teenagers how to walk with Jesus and begin to trade in their beer bottles for Bibles. This is just the beginning of reaching young people. It's just the beginning of doing training, training schools and training mentoring programs to train up young leaders to become pastors, to not stay at our church, but so we can send them out to plant other churches in other towns and other states, and who knows, maybe even other countries. Guys, this is just the beginning. And because we've been so faithful with what God's given us, now God's given us more. And Luke 16 shows us if we'll be faithful with what He's given us now, then God's going to give us even more in the future. And I'm not concerned about more buildings or more this, more that. The thing that I want, the thing that we want, is we want more people that we can reach with the good news of Jesus Christ. And on Sunday, November 8th is our first opportunity to do that. On Sunday, November the 8th, we are having what we're calling Welcome Home Sunday. First of all, it's to welcome you as the church family, to welcome you home. But maybe you know some people who used to come to the church and they've kind of, through the summer, they've kind of gotten out of the habit of going. We want to bring them back and welcome them home to the family. And maybe you've got some family or some friends that you're very close with and they need a church home. They've even maybe talked to you and expressed about wanting to have a family of faith. On November the 8th, bring them to our services so we can welcome them home. Not just welcome them home into a facility, but hopefully and prayerfully welcome them home into the family of God. I can't even tell you how honored I am to be a part of you and to have you as our family. Because of you being so faithful with what God's given us in the past, now He's given us this. And because we together are going to be faithful with this, I'm telling you, buckle up, because God's going to give us more influence and more opportunities to bring people to Jesus and help them live like Him. So I want you to do this. On Sunday, November the 8th, load up your cars, load up the van, man, load up a bicycle, walk, I don't care. Get as many people as you can with you and join us on Sunday, November the 8th at our new location at 120 South Locust Street as we begin to welcome people home. We'll talk to you soon.